remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Back 25.
Watch tight end. 3 out.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Oh! Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And now it's third down.
21.
Squeeze. Hey, defense, let's go.
51. Down. 45.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Man open,
yeah, it ain't none of that jump in the fucking line and all that shit.
Got 9 yards, but needed 10. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
It's the first quarter, you know the rules. Big cut the ball.
What? Fuck you, niggas.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan.
What? Muhammad's a new nigga.
That's good for 28 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme.
Oh, wow.
So he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan.
Damn.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I knew I should just do it to the running back, but he flowed right over the top of you.
How they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
I waited too long.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Brought in left side by Snead.
Oh, yeah.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
One thing we do know.
They got the wrong. Oh, they got the right receivers in. Nah, give me my nigga. Hey Trey, use your voice in the mic.
Do it then, nigga.
No, you.
He's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Jackson on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right.
Oh, wow.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Dancing to his left. Snead's got it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep.
I don't understand how he just turned around and fucking.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go.
That pass was fake.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Yeah, he will.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this.
Oh, my God. Oh, wow. Wow.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
He got that one. That's all he got is the run. What? What is you doing? What is you doing?
Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
I know they'll be
Please, that's Big Beasley.
Because they went right back to the air.
What? Where are you running to? Where are you running to? Nigga?
Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left.
Long head, yep. Yeah.
And this is going to be
kick that field goal, nigga.
Kick that field goal. That time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good.
How?
And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one,
you think so?
Being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud.
You can do that all you want to.
But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, shit.
Now Ryan. Flush to his right.
Woo!
On the right side by
Julio!
Down,
let's go.
Getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
What? Let's go! Julio! Nigga!
Julio Jones.
He caught that bitch. He caught that bitch. Let's go.
Taking the lead.
Nigga, that's Julio motherfucking Jones. Yeah, they did it right in this one. Because his...
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Hell no. He had 2 feet down. He had already crossed the plane.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let me fucking
now the
play
Baltimore
this drive.
offense heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way we
it's in the air and intercepted.
Hey!
It's
nigga! Throw it deep like that again. Boy,
he's going to pop it into the
he may have gotten that superstar, but hell no. That nigga is not no fucking superstar.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll roll him out right.
Come on.
And Jones has it over the middle.
What? Julio motherfucking Jones. You don't have to do something better than that.
Dropped inside the 40. A really
I'm
nice
dropping
gain
right
of 25 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Got him.
A deep ball, end zone.
Oh!
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Isn't that your fucking middle line? Who is that?
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the second time he's picked up a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left.
Nope.
And that is incomplete.
Nope. Wrong again.
Through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open,
not made
Charles,
it.
so just gets
You
rid
would
of
not
it.
made
And
it.
a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Hell
he was
no.
trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And it's
He was getting
down.
hit. He was
This
getting
defense
hit.
has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Finesse,
Vic
block
Beasley
shed,
picks
or
up
power,
his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Yeah.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. Business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
Y'all need to put some night clothes on.
Remaining
Clean up
here
and get
as
ready
we
for it.
head toward halftime. Ryan now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Now this is fielded in the end zone.
Yep. Oh, shit, I should have let you come out.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will take over at their own 20-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now it's Jackson firing quickly here, and that's It's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on E.
Whipped cream on that bitch, dog. God, be licking that shit off.
That nigga neck is fucked up.
And then that nigga
got no neck.
And the black dude that got no neck, they done put a fucking.
You see that? Am I still?
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they start to make some headway.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson being chased out left.
What?
Oh, he's got a man wide open.
What's up, baby?
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Here, but, obey the
this will be a 2-yard loss.
How was work? You make some good money or what? That ain't too bad.
Always eating hot Cheetos, and your fingers are always stained. It's like no matter how much they're stained, they just
How did that go?
stop eating it. Look at this bitch. Oh my goodness, their outfits, their shoes, they're just stained. They're
my broadcast, my friends.
With your nasty fingers.
They hear me in my mic. They're hearing like double people. Yeah. And it's Madden 0-8 babe. Yeah. That's some dickhead.
I'm over here about to fucking whoop Malcolm's ass in Madden.
Go whoop Malcolm's ass in Madden.
I'm about to whoop Malcolm's ass.
Ingram again. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Grady Jarrett able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Slam, slam, slam. 39.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Topper!
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Under 10, 10.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, white.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 39 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escape. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is even.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. Here's Ryan to throw. Flushed out, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive, remember we talked with the offensive line? And one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 27, Ryan dancing to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Okay, hold on. Check 45 the mic. Pick me up. Here we go.
Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Deion Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down. Steps away to his left. And he's got Snead. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at the 49.
Hey, South. Watch the run. Mike 48. All day, dog. Let him go.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now. Come on, Henry. Two times. Hey, we got four.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
Check 9, check 9. Check 13. Check 3. 218, chop it. Check 9.
They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Ryan now to throw on third down. He's got Sanu. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Get out.
To throw again. Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Again, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Yeah, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Buying time to his left. loss here as he's taken down. Deion Jones. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. From the gun, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big. Yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Ravens nothing.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times, it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Play action. It's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Ryan now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On second down, Freeman. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Here's Jackson being chased out left. They shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Deion Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Jackson going for the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Hey, Tuesday.
They go play action now. Ryan dancing to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, this flush.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's 17-7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool...
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Got it. Get out!
They go play action with Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 26. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. Brandon Carr there to make the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 58 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Check 26, check 26.
On second down, it's Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Ryan. Forced out to his left. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Jackson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Jackson, and they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Check 41. Yeah.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Hooper on the short connection. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
Push him back.
Hey, express.
Play action. Ryan. Flush to his right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. To throw is Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field diving to grab it? No, he didn't. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it, but drop it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Deion Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears like.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
25, 25.
22. 58.
Hatchet. 6'6", bullet high. Bravo.
Now Ryan on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Falcons will extend their lead. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
On first down, Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. Ryan. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. And he's going to go down again. Tack McKinley able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Throwing is Jackson, escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Check. Ready. Check. 48's the mic. Hey, defense. Let's go. Let him go.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Flushed out right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tack McKinley, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Now a desk, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. That's the story of the game.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man.